final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
Tight right. 4 down. Check.
Wide. Give 6-6. Pull it high.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Pilot, 64, weak. Go.
Check three.
Hey, Sam off.
Back.
Look, squeeze. Now.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Ready.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Rams 7, Packers nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Hey, high 7. Ready, go. Let go.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's go.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check 50, General West.
Check 99.
Big grip.
Now a give, right side. It's Taylor looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down.
Watch 12.
Go.
Tight right.
Hey, Alpha. Go.
Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Set 50, plant.
I'm here all day.
61, matchbox lights. Yes. Hey, zoom.
51's the mic.
Greystone travel.
You're not ready. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, Charlie. Light. Get it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
On the
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Tight end right. Hey, 4 down.
Second and 14. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
You draw corkers. Buzz.
Back to throw. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
Watch the shift. Watch
Topper. Hey, Delta.
Mike 51.
5.
Now back to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Right. Hey, Haywood. And 2.
Here's a second and 7. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards. So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Shift.
Hey, orbit. 51 the mic, boy. 51.
X3. 218. Chopper.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
We got protein spill.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Snap.
They run with Taylor. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Rush in, rush 6-6, pull it high. Slam, slam, slam. Check 26, check 26. Shit, shit, shit. Hey,
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Rams 7, Packers nothing.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Here we go again. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Wild Bill. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Shit.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. But ready.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Yeah, baby, let's go. Let's go.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
Watch my board. Army on it. Army on it.
Clear.
Right there. 54, right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check. Lucky. Tight dog.
Let's go.
On first down, Dobbins. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Come on,
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Check 13. Check 13.
Check three, check three. Showing it, showing it.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Big rip.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down.
Here we go. 90, Wolf.
54.
Hey, Wahoo.
Hey, one set. Check right 54. Right 54.
Leo. Silent, 64. Wait. Go.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Hey,
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Rock it.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, King. Check.
Check hot route. Hot.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
They're going to look to throw. Roberts has it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Hey, exit. Hit it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Roberts got it. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Go. 61, match box.
2nd and 9 now. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Go out. Hey, echo. 5.
He'll look to throw. He finds Roberts, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Bravo. Shoot.
They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Blue draw quarters. Hey, lock it.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Hey, high 7.
Back to throw here. The throw taken in by Cole. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here. It's caught by Roberts. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Mike, 58, right there.
Watch us, look at me. Go,
the Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Break.
Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check back, check back. Big ass, big ass, big ass. Bang, 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 bang.
80 weapons. Check Mike 54. Let's go.
In your face.
That's complete right around the 8. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Keep it up, keep it up. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Rams have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Rams 14. Packers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
X3, 218, chop it.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 15, check 15.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ready up.
Mike front 4. Mike front 4. All day, dog.
Hey, Zoom.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go. 8, read.
54, Mike. And I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Protein spill. Hey, Charlie.
They'll set up a throw. Open out on the left side. This is Cole. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle but couldn't spring himself free. Here comes the Rams punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll drop the throw. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Set 70, Indy.
Watch left. He's tight right there.
Hey. 4 down.
Hey, Delta. Sit up.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss.
Watch left. Tight end to the left.
4 down.
Ready to go. Now.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Hard.
Alert 3.
Ready.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the shift.
Gone.
36.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
You got it.
Set up. 15, Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
Pretty quiet. Check safety. Check the backer.
Hey, Sam off. Please grip.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 17-yard line.
On the ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And some room to roam now. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This will be caught by Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down. 5.
Looking to throw. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete for the contact. It's second down and 10.
Ready, ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Second and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Everyone, you got four down. Watch number 12. Watch number 10.
Hey, orbit. General West.
Come. He's checking.
Smooth. Snap.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Motion man.
Ready.
Now back to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, seam 6. Go.
Second and 5. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Packers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 at this point. This will be third and 5. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
So don't say nothing.
Hey, wahoo! Get it.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Squeeze.
They're going to look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Ready. 18, Gator.
Watch the pass. Kill.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Watch 98.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Hey, exit.
First down, Los Angeles.
Watch 98 for Mike. You. 5.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Rams on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
Watch out.
He'll look to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Down. 15, line, 59.
54. That's the run.
Down.
They run the counter. Dobbins. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Ready?
Watch safety creeping. Safety creeping.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Topper.
13-yard line.
Mike front 4. Man, that's trash. Check nickel. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Watch this.
Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Bryant has it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say we'll get better as we go forward.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ready to break.
Check 9, check 9. Single, 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 single.
Get it.
2nd and 4. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 3rd down, Taylor. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 47.
Go now. 90 Wolf.
Switch, switch, switch.
Now Taylor. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 40. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Incomplete from the contact. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Move
now.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 26. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they plan to do going